Welcome to Tawazunat, a framework for attaining multidimensional balance toward greater happiness, success, and progress. In earlier episodes, we discussed the concepts of happiness and success, emphasizing how to balance their often conflicting demands. We also examined essential practices for maintaining a balanced perspective on the present, the past, and the future, along with effectively navigating problems and obstacles. Furthermore, we explored strategies for balancing our priorities, wisely choosing battles, engaging in constructive dialogue, balancing trust with self-protection, and aligning our behavior with moral values. In this and the following 2 episodes, we will move to another level in our pursuit of balance in life. In doing so, we will take a bird's-eye view of how to protect ourselves from internal and external influences that can disrupt our state of equilibrium. Now, several important factors contribute significantly to our imbalance. They include fear, stress, and others. We will start this episode with the concept of fear. In our second episode of Tawazunat, which focused on balance as a life-regulating principle, we posed the following question: if balance holds such paramount importance in our lives, why don't we all adhere to its principles? The response to this question was that the challenge of maintaining balance often stems from the ease with which we can deviate from it. It was also noted that there are both internal and external factors that can push us away from adopting a balanced approach. Moreover, in our discussion about enhancing our outlook on the future, we briefly touched on fear as a major obstacle to positive expectations. We concluded that fear exerts one of the most damaging effects on our state of balance. Now, in dealing with the impact of fear, we begin with the eloquent description of its nature and impact by Franklin D. Roosevelt, who stated, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself, a nameless, unreasoning, unjustified terror, which paralyzes needed efforts to convert retreat into advance." By definition, fear is an emotional response to perceived threats or dangers, characterized by feelings of apprehension, anxiety, and a heightened alertness. It is a natural, instinctive reaction that prepares individuals to respond to threats and is often referred to as part of the fight or flight response. While fear originally served a survival function, it can also disrupt our sense of balance in modern life. This disruption can lead to unbalanced choices, emotional instability, social unrest, and physical and mental deterioration. Fear clouds judgment, inhibits rational thinking, and can result in poor decisions, ultimately limiting our potential for growth. Individuals may find themselves trapped in cycles of envisioning the worst possible outcomes, which inhibits them from adopting beneficial practices. For instance, someone with a fear of public speaking might decline career advancement opportunities, thus limiting their potential and diminishing their self-esteem. The emotional burden of fear can destabilize well-being. Feelings of dread and anxiety can overshadow joy and contentment, leading to irritability, mood swings, and significant stress. This stress, as noted above, will be the topic of our next episode, as stress has its own causes and effects on our states of balance. Furthermore, when fear dominates an individual's life, it can negatively affect relationships. Social anxiety, for example, can hinder the ability to form or maintain friendships, leading to isolation. Fear of rejection or judgment may deter individuals from social activities, ultimately resulting in loneliness and a diminished quality of life. More importantly, fear is a source of various unbalancing attitudes, including jealousy, excessive pride, stubbornness, control issues, anger, hatred, and violence. Jealousy often arises from fear of losing something valuable, such as a relationship or a sense of self-worth, breeding insecurity and inadequacy. Such negative feelings can lead to distrust and conflict in relationships. Jealousy can also cause individuals to sabotage their own happiness by fixating on what others have instead of appreciating their own circumstances. Excessive pride and self-consciousness, on the other hand, may arise from a fear of vulnerability, leading individuals to construct facades of superiority to shield themselves from feelings of inferiority. This can hinder personal growth and create alienation. Stubbornness can also be a manifestation of fear, often stemming from an aversion to change or uncertainty. When confronted with new ideas that threaten their beliefs, individuals may cling to their perspectives out of fear of being wrong. This rigidity can stifle personal development and strain relationships by impeding effective communication and collaboration. Fear of chaos can prompt individuals to seek excessive control over their environments and relationships, often rooted in past negative experiences. This need for control can create tension in relationships and hinder authentic interactions, resulting in frustration for both individuals and those around them. Anger may serve as a defensive reaction stemming from fear. When individuals feel threatened, they might resort to aggressive behaviors as a means of regaining control. This can lead to destructive conflicts in personal and professional contexts, perpetuating a cycle of hostility. This state of hostility can extend to a societal level. Fear can breed distrust and division within communities, leading to social isolation and conflict. Societies dominated by fear may adopt divisive policies or stigmatize certain groups, further entrenching social fractures, hatred, and violence. Averroes, the prominent Arab philosopher, physician, and polymath, succinctly described this dynamic by stating, "Ignorance leads to fear. Fear leads to hatred, and hatred breeds violence." This is the equation. Fear, on the other hand, can also affect physical health, leading to cardiovascular problems and weakened immune responses. Now, recognizing fear as a major disruptive factor in our lives is the first step toward mitigating its impact. While it is impossible to eliminate fear entirely, various strategies can help manage and counteract its effects. Practicing mindfulness can cultivate awareness of fears without being overwhelmed. Meditation, deep breathing, and prayer promote relaxation and emotional regulation. By observing thoughts and feelings without judgment, individuals may find it easier to confront rather than avoid their fears. Cognitive behavioral therapy is particularly effective in addressing fear-based thought patterns. By challenging irrational beliefs and reframing negative thoughts, individuals can develop healthier responses to fear. This approach equips individuals with tools to manage anxiety and regain a sense of control. Establishing strong social support systems is vital for countering the effects of fear. Engaging with friends, family, or support groups fosters connections and reduces feelings of isolation. Sharing experiences can lead to greater understanding and emotional relief. For those whose fears significantly impact daily life, seeking professional help may be crucial. Therapists and counselors can provide tailored strategies for managing fear and addressing underlying mental health issues, facilitating a path toward healing and balance. Now, after addressing the impact of fear on our states of balance, we will move in the next episode to the second most devastating factor affecting our state of equilibrium, namely, stress. Until then, reflections for contemplation on fear are provided in the post below, along with Tawazunat website, which offers additional resources about Tawazunat concept, the author, and related books. I hope you find this discussion useful, and I invite you to join me on this journey toward greater balance in our lives.